Hey exterior cleaning business owners, my name is Jonathan Henderson with Pressure Washing Marketing Pros. In today's video, I want to go ahead and show you guys how to find out how much you need to spend on a monthly basis when it comes to Google Ads, right? I'm going to take you guys, through our exact process and how I find how much, a client needs to spend, or a potential person that consults with us and they say, Jonathan, how much should I be spending on a month with Google Ads? I'm going to take you guys through our exact process we use over here at Pressure Washing Marketing Pros to determine how much we need to bid for our clients and how much they should be spending a month, right, when it comes to the Google Ads. Because a lot of seasoned pressure washing business owners and even new pressure washing business owners will reach out to us and they'll say, Jonathan, we're interested in your guys' Google Ad services. And I'll be like, how much are you guys spending? And they say, we're only spending this much. And then I'll ask them, what are your goals and how many leads do you want to get every single month? And they give me a number and I say, you're definitely not spending enough, right? If one of the top 3 things that I see that makes a Google ad campaign not get the desirable results that you want is when you don't spend enough. And I'm just going to be clear cut with that. When you don't spend enough, that's one of the top 3 things that I see when people are complaining about their campaign, not working, right? And so in this video, like I said, I'm going to take you through our exact process so that you can get a feel on how much you need to spend and how much you need to budget for when it comes to Google Ads. So let's get started. So as you guys can currently see right now, I'm on the Google Ads platform. So once you create a Google Ads account, this is what you'll see. Or if I switch the view, this is what you'll see, right? So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to Tools and Settings and go to right here, the Keyword Planner. And I can switch the view again, right? If just in case you see this view, and click Tools and Settings, and you'll see the Keyword Planner right here at the left, right here, right? So you click on the Keyword Planner, right? And so once you click on the Keyword Planner, at this point, you'll just click Discover New Keywords, right? So you'll click Discover New Keywords, and you'll put the keywords. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly the keywords that you guys should put in, right? So you guys should put in, pressure washing near me, power washing near me, right? Power washing near me. And then depending on this, I will say pressure washing services, because I'm getting ahead of myself. Power washing services, right? And then depending on what city you're in or what location you're in, you can put like pressure washing and then your geo-targeted city, which I will get to in a minute when I show you guys some examples, right? So as I can see right here, I'll just type these in for the sake of the video. So if I click Get Results, right? As you can see, this is giving me not only the keywords, the average monthly searches, right? And it's giving me the competition, like how high the competition is, and the bid range, right? So whenever you use Google, as you guys know, you pay per click. So you want to bid a certain amount, for each keyword, right? And so if we look right now, these are just basic keywords like pressure washing near me, power washing near me, pressure washing services, power washing services. And this is geared towards the whole United States. Now, when I tell you guys on average, the average cost per click throughout America, is rising when it comes to pressure washing businesses. As you can see right now, the top of page bid range and, the low range is anywhere between, it's around $4, as you guys can see right now. Now on the high range, right? And what basically Google means, right, is to be right here at the top of page, right? If I were to type in like pressure washing Houston, I want to show up at the top of the page right here. Like what's the point of spending on Google Ads if you're consistently showing up down here? There's just really no point, right? If you're consistently. Now, there are some bidding strategies to where you'll show up number 1 sometimes or show up in last place, but that's another topic for another video. But like I said, if you're consistently all the time, 99% of the time showing up down here, what's the point of running Google Ads, right? So that's why in the Keyword Planner, they literally give you how much you need to bid for particular keywords. Like pressure washing near me is telling me like on the high range, I'm going to need to at least bid $13 for this type of click, right? So it's telling me that. And as you guys can see, these are the average numbers throughout the entire United States, right? So as you guys can see, how I determine my client's budget. And like I said, I'm going to show you guys how to do it for your particular city. But right now, I'm going to use the entire United States because I want to show you guys right now when people say like, dang, it's gonna cost me at least anywhere between 8 to 16 bucks per click? And I say yes. On average, you could get 8 to 16 bucks per click, depending on how aggressive you want to be with your campaign. But right, if you want to show up consistently at the top of the page, Google literally tells you how much you need to bid. Now, these aren't perfect numbers, right? Google can sometimes be wrong when it comes to these numbers. But nonetheless, like I said, they give you the exact numbers. So how do I determine, right? Well, conversion rate. You know what I mean? The average conversion rate. And you guys are probably wondering, what is conversion rate? Basically, conversion rate means how many clicks does it take for you to get a call, right? So if it takes me 6 clicks to get 1 lead, what is that conversion rate right there? That's 1 out of 6, right? So I got 1 lead and I got 6 clicks, right? So that's 1 out of 6. So that means I had basically a 17% conversion rate, right? And that's how you guys have to look at this stuff. If every 5 clicks, so like 1 divided by 5, if like 1 out of every 5 clicks I got ended up being a lead, that's what? 20%. So if you look at the average conversion rate for Google Ads entirely, as you can see right now, it's 4%, which that is terrible. That is straight up terrible, right? We don't get those numbers for our clients, and if you're working with a reputable agency, at the worst, you should see 10% at the very worst if you're working with a reputable agency. Now, as you can see, I put in average conversion rate for Google Ads for pressure washing, right? There's our website, but this is somebody that's also credible that has a lot of, Google Ads clients as well in the pressure washing industry. You know what I mean? But as you can see, it says typically our conversion rates are anywhere between 15 to 25%, but are typically around 18%, which they say this means for every 100 clicks, we can get you 18 leads, right? And the cost per click will come down, the cost per lead will come down to how much we are bidding. So at that point, these guys are seeing about 18%. We see about 20% on average for our Google Ads clients, right? We see about a 20% conversion rate for our Google Ads clients. And so with that being said, that means 1 out of 5 clicks ends up being a lead, right? So I always tell my clients, you want to bid enough to where you can get 5 clicks per day, right? Because 1 out of 5 is what? 20%. You know what I mean? Like I said, 1 out of 5 is 20%. And that's a conversion rate we usually see. For every 5 clicks, we get at least 1 lead, whether that's a phone call or a form submission. And so with that being said, when I look at, pressure washing near me, power washing services, I will show you guys how you can do it for your exact, locale. So I'll just do, for example, I'll do Atlanta, for example, right? So let's go ahead and go to Atlanta, Georgia. So I'll go to Atlanta, Georgia. And usually what I like to do is I like to get the whole county, you know what I mean? So I know in Atlanta, Fulton County is a lot of what Atlanta is right there, right? Fulton County, all of that, So I'll just go Atlanta, Fulton County like that, you know what I mean? And so it'll give me the top of page bid range. Now, obviously it's telling me to be at the top consistently. It's telling me for like keywords like pressure washing near me, all of that. But if I'm doing Atlanta, what did I tell you guys? Back up here, I would add keywords like pressure washing Atlanta, power washing Atlanta, right? So I would just do those and I would get results. Because also at the bottom, they'll give you keyword ideas as well, right? So I'll wait for this to do all the keyword stuff. So down here, it will give me keyword ideas too. But as you can see up here, bam, right? It tells me not only the monthly search volume, but it tells me the top of page bid range, how much we should be bidding. And so when I look at these numbers, I see to bid on the low range for it, it's $6. On the high range, it's about $16.51. So basically, the higher you go, right? The higher you go. So basically what it's saying is this. If you want to be the top of page bid range, but you want to be like, it's saying the low range. So basically, I mean, the low range, what they're meaning by that is like the low range in the sense of how much the lowest you could spend to be at the top of the page, right? But let me just put that in the easiest terms as possible. If you're using these bids right here, where you're only trying to bid $6, $5, and all that for a click, you're gonna show up like right here consistently between these two spots, and sometimes even at the bottom consistently, right? So I always tell my clients, you want to find somewhere that is like around the top of page bid range and the high range, right? So what I do is I go down and I look at here and I say, okay, on average, this looks like 13, 15, 16, and I kind of get an average range for these kind of keywords we want to target. So I say for these keywords I want to target, it's looking like the average is, $14 because we have 16, 15, 13, 15, 13, 13, right? So I would say that's somewhere around $13 to $14. You know what I mean? And I would scroll down to the keyword ideas and I see $6, $11, $10, $11, $15, $18. You know what I mean? For some of these like other keywords like power washing companies near me, right? $18.21. So I'm not saying, what I always tell people, you don't need to like bid. You don't need to do the highest that you see, right? I shouldn't bid every keyword at $18.21. You know what I mean? But what I do is I multiply the average of what I think the top of page bid range and the high range would be, right? So if you really want to get technical, you could add up all of these numbers and then find out what the average is, which is kind of what we do a lot of the time. But I can see just with my eye that right now it's around, I would say $13 to $14 on average if we want to be competitive. We may not have to spend the most to where we got to spend like 18 to where it's saying this, because there's some keywords where it's $9, $10, $7, right? So I would say I take the average of all of these, and from the average of what I'm seeing right now, it's about $14, right? $14 to $15. Now let's do worst case scenario and let's just say it's $15. Because with $15, I think that we can be very competitive for most of all of these top of page bid range and the high range, right? So if we want to bid enough to where we can at least get one lead every single day, what I do is I multiply whatever key, the average of these keywords, which I'm saying is $15, and I multiply that by 5, right? So I go 15 times 5, right? And that gives us 75. And you say, Jonathan, why do you multiply by 5? Well, we want to get 5 clicks, like I told you earlier in the video, right? We usually see about a 1 out of 5, conversion rate, right? So that means like 1 divided by 5 is what? 20%. And so you're saying, well, damn, Jonathan, every lead's going to cost me $75. I'm telling you guys right now, we see way better conversion rates and better cost per conversions for our clients. Our cost per conversions are anywhere between, it can range from $40 to $80. I'm not going to lie to you guys, depending on the area, right? But I always just say to be safe, we use this exact method. For every single client, we'll just look up their locale, and I'm able to see the average means of numbers based off of set of keywords. Like I said, I think the ones you should always use should be pressure washing near me, power washing near me, pressure washing services, power washing services, and then any variation of pressure washing in the main city you want to target, power washing in the main city you want to target, and other things like how you see right here when they give you suggestions. You can look down here and see like, okay, pressure washing services near me, power washing services near me, house washing near me, right? And you can see that right there, and you can see those bids. But I'll take like the average of all of these top of page bid range and the high range, right? I'll take like the average of the sum of all of these, and then I'll multiply that by 5, right? Once I multiply that by 5, that tells me how much we need to budget at a minimum every single day if we want to feasibly at least get one lead every single day, or put ourselves in a position to get one lead every single day, right? So with that being said, guys, I hope this shed more light on how much you should be spending on a month-to-month basis when it comes to your Google Ads. Like I said, if I was in Atlanta, I would tell a client, hey, you want to spend at least $1,500 or have a $1,500 ad budget to at least, get one lead a day, which could be, 30 plus leads in a particular month, right? And if you got 30 leads for $1,500, do you really, that's, if you close at least half those jobs, you definitely made your money back from the $1,500 you put in, right? So that is the exact process that we go through when it comes to determining how much, we want to spend, or how much a client or a prospect, this is our exact process. So if you guys ever hit me up and you talk to me on the phone, this is the exact process that I go over when it comes to looking at how much you guys need to bid, how much you need to spend. I look at the top of page bid range, get the average of it, right? Multiply that by 5, and that tells me how much I need to spend on a monthly basis. You know what I mean? So if you guys have any questions or concerns, as you guys know in the description, there's going to be a link to where you can schedule the free strategy session, and I can elaborate even further. But I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video, and you guys take care. Thank you for watching.